So last question, if you're elected president again, what's your number one priority? When you ran last time, you said, I will build a wall. This time, your bottom line top promise to the country.
So you can do numerous things at the same time.
Of course.
But let's say number one is a border and taking hundreds of thousands of criminals that have been allowed into our country and getting them out and bringing them back to their country, Guatemala.
I think Donald Trump wants to be extradited to Guatemala. Hundreds of thousands of criminals, he and 18 co-conspirators are among them. So there you have Trump. He's gonna do the border. Sharon, he's tapping the old hits here. I guess.
Come on, he would never survive in Guatemala, although he wouldn't need that spray tan as much. This interview fell flat, and it just seemed like Donald Trump has lost his way. That said, he is still far out in front. But I do think, Fran, that there's some lighter fluid that is needed to gas this thing up so that when he loses the next presidential election, we could see it. Because he's gonna say he won again. But there needs to be, now that Putin has allegedly shot his rival out of the sky, maybe the bots will be back in full force, and that'll be that lighter fluid that is necessary to get Trump going and to move us towards this civil war and more carnage and more destruction. Because I don't think 10 years, the way things are going, it could be 2 years.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good point. And I think that you're raising the question of what happens when Donald Trump loses to Joe Biden again, if he loses. And again, I don't think it is, look, I'm old enough to remember 2016, so I would never say that Donald Trump will definitely lose. And if Joe Biden, I know he's running a bunch of new ads, trying to tout, the Inflation Reduction Act, trying to talk about, hey guys, heat pumps, let's do it. But unless Biden gets very, very serious about touting some of the things that he did, which by the way, all the Republicans effectively, like all of these governors, Asa Hutchinson, Doug Burgum, right? Former Governor Nikki Haley, all of these states have benefited from things like the American Rescue Plan and the Inflation Reduction Act. These are projects, these are subsidies that have impacted their states, and no Republican voted for it, right? So, I mean, they're trying to have it all kinds of ways. So we will see if any of these folks, including Trump, are formidable against Dark Brandon, who continues to I don't know if he's rising, he's just there.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.